Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Cheaper Than Therapy. I'm Kristen Rochelle.
And I'm Matt Farrell, and we're ready for episode number 5.
Number 5. I can't believe it's number 5 already.
We're rocking and rolling, man. I'm super excited about getting this underway. We've got, I understand we're going to get some story time from you today.
And you.
I will discuss some of my weekend as well.
Yeah, we haven't talked to each other about our weekends yet.
No.
We saved it for today.
Right, and we even did radio today together and intentionally did not speak to each other about our weekends.
That is right.
Just so that we could talk about it on here instead.
That's right.
Because I have a feeling that some of the things we're going to talk about on here would not fly on radio.
Possibly. Probably not.
Yeah?
Because people are offended at everything now, so.
Sensitivity is a bad issue.
It is a bad issue. So if you're watching this and you're sensitive, turn it off.
No, stay on. We don't care if we offend you. Too late now.
Okay.
Buckle up. But if you are watching this right now, make sure that you subscribe, click the notification bell so that you get the notifications anytime we post something new, and make sure that you share us with other people so that our what do you call it? Not fan base. That sounds a little arrogant.
Yeah, that does sound arrogant.
Our viewer.
We have one viewer. Is it singular or plural? Viewers.
Our viewer count.
Oh, viewer count.
So that our viewer count will go up. Also, if you're watching this, we both have our drinks already. Hopefully, you're making yours right now, getting ready to sit down and listen to the bullshit that we have to spew.
What are you drinking, Matt?
I'm pineapple and rum today.
Pineapple and rum?
Yeah, it's usually my wife's drink, but every once in a while, because it's too sweet.
It is sweet. It's very sweet.
Pineapple juice is very sweet, so I can't do it very often. Mm-hmm. But every once in a while, it just sounds good. And I knew you were on your way, and I was like, man, what am I going to drink today? I don't really feel like having a beer.
Well, this glorified Boone's Farm wine that I bought is super sweet as well. So.
Is it good?
It tastes like Boone's Farm wine.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get it at a gas station?
It looks like it did, but it didn't. I got it at a grocery store.
Oh, grocery store wine.
Grocery store wine.
Man, you fancy.
Is that even a step up from gas station wine, or is it all the same?
I know very little about wine. Mm-hmm. I'm not a wine person.
I'm really not a huge wine person either. Why I chose to drink it, I don't know.
Homemade wine? Mm-hmm. Completely different story.
Can I tell you why I chose to drink it today?
Yeah.
It was in my car from this weekend, so it was hot. But it was in my car, so I'm like, I had to just bring that with me. So that's what I got.
So, like, this is a afterthought wine.
Yeah.
It's like re-gifting.
Kinda. I was gonna have you drink some, so if you would have drank some, it would have been re-gifting, but...
No, I can't do it. I'm just, like I said, I've never been a wine person, but homemade wine is different. When I was growing up, I had a buddy whose grandpa made homemade wine.
What kind?
Watermelon.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Fantastic. But it was the kind of stuff that gets you in trouble.
Is it?
But he was so good, you would drink. And of course, when you're a kid, you always overindulge anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So, when you get about 3/4 of a gallon in, and then you realize that you don't know if these are your arms and legs anymore, or if they're somebody else's, that's too late at this point. So you just go ahead and polish off that last quarter. Wake up the next day and think about how bad your head hurts.
Yeah.
Nothing gives you a headache like wine.
No, that's very true. And red wine is pretty bad about that. Red wine.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into it.
All right.
Tell me about your weekend.
My weekend. So, we went kayaking in Tahlequah, me and my sister, okay? She sets this whole thing up, doesn't tell me anything about it. She says she joins a group on Facebook, and we were supposed to meet at a campsite, right? So, we get there. And it is a campsite full of single lesbians, all right? No single dudes anywhere like my sister told me there was going to be. So we got to spend, our camping weekend with a bunch of lesbians. Just lesbians and me and my sister. It wasn't awkward at all.
They automatically assumed that y'all were lesbians as well.
Yeah, it was great. So then my kayak flips over.
Nothing wrong with lesbians.
No, there's nothing wrong with lesbians. So my kayak flips over, right? While I'm in the Tahlequah River, okay? And I lose my phone.
Oh.
Yeah, lose my phone. It's gone. Like, it cannot even turn on anymore. I lose my phone. I lose $100 at some other point later in the weekend. I don't know what happened to it. And someone hacks into my Facebook. So I don't have my Facebook anymore. I have a new one.
Right. Yeah.
And then some guy at a bar propositions me, right? Mm-hmm. I'm at the bar, and he's like, this is the worst ever. No come on lines, no nothing. He's like, hey, would you like to have sex with me? Just that's it. Like, that's it, right?
Yeah.
And I look at him and I was like, excuse me? He was like, well, we're probably the only older two people here. So he wants to have sex with me based on that. Just based on that. So, yeah.
Well, just referring to you as an older person.
Oh, yeah.
Was everybody else there kids?
Well, I don't know. I was a little gone, so I'm not sure how old everybody was.
But that line didn't work on you.
Oh, no, it didn't.
Did it offend you? Or?
It offended me a little bit.
Yeah? Wow.
So my kayak flips over. I lose $100. I lose my phone. Someone hacks into my Facebook, and I have to spend the evening with a bunch of lesbians. It was just stressful, okay?
Again, nothing wrong with lesbians.
Right, nothing wrong with lesbians. It was super stressful. Now I got one of them texting me. No, I'm not even kidding. And she's the weirdest one there.
Kristen.
She was the one that got kicked out of the group, okay? She gets kicked out of this group, and she's texting me.
Yes, but this girl does not have the ability to text you without you giving her.
Do you want to know why
number?
I gave her my number? Because she needed some more hot dog buns from the store, and I was going to the Tahlequah Walmart. So I offered to get them for her, and she said, let me give you my number, and if I need anything else, I'll text you. So she texted me while I'm there and asked for something else. And that's how I have her number.
That's the slickest thing ever.
Oh my God.
A lot of guys could take some notes from lesbians on picking up chicks.
Oh my God. No.
What was the other thing she needed? It was something dumb.
Yeah.
It was dumb. She didn't need it.
Probably not, but I didn't think about that.
The only reason she did it was to make sure that you gave her a real number. Mm-hmm. And it worked.
Was I getting hit on? Like I didn't even know it?
Yes.
Oh my God! 2 days later. It takes me a while to process.
Listen,
sometimes.
think about this. You are a single female
at a lesbian
who showed up
party.
at a lesbian party. Why are they not going to assume that you're there to meet somebody?
I don't know.
I mean, you weren't wearing your "I'm straight" shirt.
No, I mean, if I knew I was going to be walking into that situation, I possibly would have. I did.
Hey, don't, dude. Nobody parties like lesbians. Lesbians know how to party.
Do they?
Yes, they know how to party. They know how to party, and it has nothing to do with sex or their sexual orientation or nothing like that. But I'm telling you, like I've spent a lot of time around some like older lesbians and some younger, and they know how to have a good time. Nothing to do with sex. They just know how to party.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were pleasant people. They were nice people. Dude,
hang out with them. I mean, and here's the difference. This is just my opinion, and if I'm wrong about this, well, I'm not wrong about it because it's just my opinion. But I'm definitely not saying this. I hope not to offend anyone. Lesbians, if you say, hey, like I really didn't know that this was a lesbian get together. My sister didn't fill me in on all the details. Yeah. But I'm straight. Cool. They still want to party with you. They're not going to push the issue.
They're not.
No. If a single dude shows up and was like, hey, my brother didn't tell me that this was a gay party. Like, I'm straight, and they're going to go, cool. But they're still going to test you all night long.
Oh yeah, they.
Not saying that they're going to be over the top or do anything offensive. But they're here having another drink. Are you sure you're still straight?
No, I didn't get any of that evening.
Yeah, no, dude. Like I have spent a lot of time working with, hanging out with, and partying with some lesbians.
Yeah.
Awesome time. They just know how to have a good time. They really do. So I think of all the things that went wrong this weekend. I know that sucks. Losing money, losing your phone, all that sucks.
My Facebook. My Facebook got hacked into.
But you missed an opportunity to have a really good time.
I had a pretty decent time because I smoked a lot, and that was the best thing about that trip was all the weed I had to smoke to get through it. So I did have a decent time.
Yeah.
I had a pretty decent time.
Did you overweed it?
I overweeded it. Found some 22-year-old kid, hung out with him for a little bit.
Well, a little bit's all really a 22-year-old kid can hang out.
Yeah.
He had to go back home. Mom was calling him.
That's a possibility.
It was bedtime.
Possibility. He was there at the campsite, just wandering around somewhere.
He probably still had titty milk on his mouth, didn't he? 22 years old. Get out of here. Let me ask you this.
What?
This is I've been curious about this. Being single and now in the screwed up dating world.
Oh God.
Do you have like a minimum? Like, what's your minimum age cutoff and your max age cutoff?
30 is my minimum. Max age cutoff would be probably about 45. Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious about that. I know some other people, and their guys tend to be a little bit worse about this. So, hey, like now that I'm single and I'm out getting into this world, 18's legal. And I'm just like, dude, your kids are older than that. What are you doing? Like, there's no way. I couldn't imagine ever talking to somebody at my age now. I couldn't imagine talking to somebody that was more than 5 years younger than me. It's just like, what the hell are we going to talk about? You want me to talk to you about SpongeBob?
Oh yeah, that's so true. I had a hard time keeping up conversation with a 22-year-old.
Yeah.
Of course, we were, smoking, so I didn't have to worry about having too much of a conversation.
Yeah, y'all could have a talk about a brick.
Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure we did at one point.
Yeah, when you're high, you don't require any intelligent thing to have a conversation about. No. You can have an in-depth conversation about an inanimate object for hours.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, there are things about a brick that people didn't know. You thought about the life cycle of the brick.
That is a thing. All that kind of weird stuff goes through your mind when you're high.
The brick's mom and dad.
The bricks. Oh my God.
Did they get laid in the same building? So they got to stay together?
Did they get laid in the same building? That is the best joke ever.
Man, like, I thought my joke on the radio today was a good joke.
Your duck quack joke?
Yes.
It was a good dad joke. This is a whole different level of funny. Which is not funny, but
it doesn't matter. It's not dad joke. It's just funny. It's funny because you don't expect it. You expect, like, what did one duck say to the other, and you're like, oh, like, I don't know, like, let's get the flock out of here, No, ducks don't talk. One duck said to the other, quack.
According to Laffy Taffy rappers and numerous ones, they do talk sometimes.
They're dumb. They don't know what they're talking about. I've never seen a duck talk.
So my weekend, I'm pretty sure, would not have gone bad if my sister and I had not made a detour at that Civil War site. Okay, I found a Civil War site. I'm a big Civil War person. I make vacations out of this. All right,
yeah.
Civil War site. I found an owl feather. This is a Native American Civil War site. Find an owl feather and I take it home. And she found a little bit of something as a keepsake, to take home as well. And she collects rocks. This is a rock. It's a big rock. It was a huge rock. But anyway, I think that the owl feather and or the rock are possibly cursed. And I think I need to get rid of that owl feather.
You know what an owl symbolizes to Native Americans?
I do, but Google said something different, so I went ahead and took it home. I cleared it with Google first. And Google said it was all right.
Do you have any Native American friends?
A few.
You should call one of them.
Do I need to get rid of the feather?
Instead of Google.
Do I need to get rid of the feather? That's offensive. I found a feather. I need to hurry up. I need to call a Native American on my phone. I need to.
It was at a Native American site.
Kind of, yeah. It was Native American, Confederate soldiers. It was Northern Yankee soldiers who were not Native Americans. So I guess it would be considered Native American site.
And then you took it home.
Yeah, it was in the car with me the whole time.
And you had some bad experiences.
Yeah.
So why would you not ask one of them?
I don't know. What does it mean? Well, it means something bad. What does it mean, though?
Like, I've always heard that an owl symbolizes that death is coming.
Oh, okay, I have heard that, but I want to tell you something about that.
So I would never put an owl feather in my car.
Years ago, I hit 2 owls. 2 separate occasions with my vehicle, 2 windshields. It was expensive. 2 owls in like a span of 6 months, right? It's the best year I ever had.
Best year.
It was the best year I ever had. Right after I ran off the road through that farmer's fence and got stuck in his field in the middle of January, 35-degree weather, right after that whole situation cleared up, I had a really good year.
You started off bad.
Yeah, but I had a really good year.
And then worked out after that.
It did.
Really? When back in the old rodeo days, when we would pull into a town, and this is silly. This is silly, but it was like, and a lot of athletes are superstitious all the way around. I feel like rodeo athletes definitely have some superstitions. As we'd be pulling into a town, I would start looking at fences, and if I saw a hawk or an eagle or something, like it made me feel really good about the show that I was going to.
Yeah.
If I saw an owl, I did not have good feelings. I was like, this is not going to go good. This is going to be a bad weekend.
And even if the owl wasn't going to symbolize anything for you, now it's going to symbolize something bad because you got it stuck in your head. So you're obviously going to go,
Yeah, it's already mentally
there.
Mentally
so
a bad deal
you're going to that's like a self-prophecy. You're going to go ahead and fulfill that old wives' tale. Or
right. And
it
didn't always work out that way. So when it didn't work out that way, there should have been times when I was like, okay, yeah, that's bullshit. Stop believing that. Stop thinking that away. Change your mindset. But I didn't. The entire time that I rodeoed, as I would pull into towns, I would start looking, and I never, like if I went, so if we went way off somewhere into rodeo grounds we'd never been to before, and we pulled into town, and the cemetery was right next to the rodeo grounds.
That would make me feel crazy.
Like I would go ahead and ride because most of the time we were already entered, but I would never go back to that.
I wouldn't either.
I'm not going back there.
I wouldn't either.
This is like bad mojo. Man. Like this is a dangerous sport.
Right, and you
want me to think about death the entire time?
Yeah.
I'm out.
They should
but
have.
You'd be surprised the number of towns that have rodeo arenas right next to their cemetery.
Why?
I don't know if it's just hey, we've got this land available. Let's build here or whatever. I don't know. But that was another thing that always rolled around in my head that I couldn't let go of.
Was not.
I've got some dumb superstitions.
It's not the superstition that causes the bad luck. It is the belief in that superstition. You got to get those out of your head. So I might be holding on to that feather a little longer to prove a point.
Do it. But if next week I'm doing this show by myself, I'll let them know.
Okay, let them know.
That damn feather. Got her. Do you have any superstitions?
No, I don't anymore. I mean, I used to before I realized what they were about. But once I realized it was my mind and I could have whatever belief I wanted, I kind of let a lot of those superstitions go.
I used to have a lot of superstitions. I used to believe in a lot of the typical superstitions, like I wouldn't go underneath a ladder. I wouldn't, if I saw a black cat cross the road, I'd make a block to keep from crossing paths with him.
Really?
Yeah, dumb shit like that. The only superstition that I have now, I don't know of anybody else that has this superstition. I don't know where it came from.
Okay.
The salt and pepper on a table have to stay together.
Oh, that is not a superstition. That's actually etiquette, Matt. So the salt and pepper are supposed to stay together. When someone asks you to pass the salt, you got to pass the pepper with it, vice versa. What are you doing?
I don't want them sitting on the table like that.
Yeah.
Like if we walk into a restaurant and the salt and pepper are like that, my kids already know. They'll put them together before I sit down.
So that's OCD.
If I walk into a restaurant and there's only one of them on the table, I will not sit at that table until they bring us the other one.
Really?
Will not. And there have been times when we've been joking and laughing and talking as we came in and we sat down and we've been sitting there 5 minutes. Now we're waiting on our drinks and I glance over and there's only one or the other. I have the anxiety inside my chest is ridiculous. I get up from the table, I stand there, like I feel the shortness of breath, the tightness, and I'm like, oh my God, please bring the other shaker. And I won't go and just take one off the other table. Like, no, go get one. Go get the one that goes here. I know that they're going back there and just getting a random, or they're going to a table that I can't see and they're getting that one. I don't care. As long as I don't know, please just make it right. I cannot. It is ridiculous. And I don't know where it came from. I don't even know where I learned it.
I don't know either. Like I said, that's probably more an OCD than a superstition. But that is complete etiquette to pass both and not just one. So,
right.
So maybe you had a grandparent who just would beat you every time you did not pass the salt with the pepper. Who knows?
I don't think so.
No, you don't think so?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So was that the end of your weekend? Lost a phone, lost money, lost Facebook.
Lost money, lost Facebook.
Got hit on by an old guy.
Old guy.
He just asked if you wanted to have sex.
Oh, yeah. And
but you got to hang out with a 22-year-old.
Yes, and then a bunch of lesbians, so. And it rained the whole weekend, too, so.
Sounds like a wind to me.
It was.
It really rained on you the whole weekend?
It did. We drug our kayaks. Okay, these little assholes that work in Tahlequah, they're all like 17, 18 years old that don't know how to do anything. So we get there late. Oh, we arrived 8 hours late as well. So
I can believe that. Were you driving?
No, my sister was. She has no concept of time.
Family.
I'm never late, Matt. What time is it? It's 7.
It's 7.
I got here at 6:30.
No, you didn't.
What time did I get here?
We've been recording since you got here, and that's only been 20 minutes.
Okay, so it was just a tad bit late. It doesn't count.
It doesn't.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Docking her pay. I'm docking your pay.
So these kids were like, they wouldn't let us in the river because it was raining. Well, another kid that works there walks up and is like, hey, I know a place you can go and you can get in the river real easy and you don't have to deal with anybody. He's like, all right, go down that hill and there's going to be like 4 or 5 steps. You're just going to walk under a bridge and it's going to be right there. So me and my sister lug these kayaks ourselves down a hill.
Oh, he didn't offer to carry them for you?
No. Down.
What a gentleman.
Down a creek, a dry creek, into a drainage system, underneath a bridge, and through a ravine. Okay, I'm not even kidding. Halfway there, I was so pissed at this kid. I was like, this is a joke. We carried these kayaks all the way down here. So, after we went on our Lewis and Clark expedition, that's what it felt like. We get down to this body of water, a channel of water he said we could get into the creek through, and it was a stagnant swamp. It was so stagnant that you could, like, it was a solid surface on top. Yeah, I was like,
just mosquito.
Yeah, I'm not going in that. I really don't want to have antibiotics when I get home.
So then you had to walk all the way back?
Yeah, we had to walk back with those canoes, those kayaks, yeah.
Was he still there? He didn't even work there.
No, he probably didn't.
He's sitting at home right now, smoking pot and laughing his ass off.
So yeah, that was my whole weekend in a nutshell. It was really just, like I said, the best part was all the weed I had to smoke to get through it, and I found some good stuff. So yeah, got through it.
Is that the first time you've ever gone to float a river?
No.
No? You floated a river before?
I have floated the river. I have kayaked the river. I prefer to float over kayak. My kayak flipped over on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a whole adventure in itself. So I cannot swim, okay? And I have a life vest, but I don't have it on because I don't want to look like a dork. I don't want everyone to know I can't swim.
Taking the chance of death.
I'm going to take the chance of death so no one knows I don't know how to swim. I'm the only adult in that river with a jacket on, I realize. So I take it off at some point, and I'm just like paddling along. I'm completely fine. I come upon a group of 16-year-old drinkers on the side of the creek or river, whatever they call it. I think it's a creek, but they call it a river. Our rivers are sad in Oklahoma.
It's a branch off of the Arkansas River.
Okay. So I am trying to steer away from these kids, make sure I don't go in the middle of their party, and I'm not paying attention, and there's a tree that's in the creek, okay? And it's floating there. And it was really choppy and wavy that day. There was a lot of wind that day, and the water was high. They've gotten a lot in the rain. And I haven't had very much to drink.
Just 2 sips of that wine.
Yeah.
You're a good salesperson. Yeah, 2 sips.
What did I have before that, though? That's the thing right there. It's going to be what I had before the wine. Okay, so I come up on this. The waves are coming. I hit a wave, and it puts me into that tree, and I come up on the tree, and I flip just like this. Yes.
And you can't swim.
And I can't swim. I don't even know how my head never goes underwater. I don't even know how this is possible. So I'm holding on to the tree. Then the kayak starts sinking, and I'm like, oh, I gotta like, my sister would be so mad because this is her other kayak. So I'm screaming at her, and she can't hear me because she's just kayaking along, all happy in the front. And I'm screaming at her, and it takes her forever to realize, I'm not behind her anymore.
Hey, my sister's dying.
Yeah. So she's having to paddle back against the current through the wind. And this kayak is dragging me down. It is attached to a log, which is also not helping. And I am somehow, and I don't even know how because all I can only do is doggy paddle, Matt. I'm doggy paddling my ass off with one arm. This kayak, this tree. And then I look over and I see my waterproof small cooler I had packed with me, right? Which I had put my phone in, right? I didn't zip it. Yeah, so it's completely not waterproof that way, by the way. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, big deal. It was hard for me and my sister to get that kayak out of the water. All those 16-year-old assholes were just like, oh, dude. And I'm hearing this, right, while all this is going on, and I'm so mad. Did you see that? She just flipped. And you're standing there.
Nobody offered
to help. No one was like, she's struggling out there with that one arm, doggy paddling with a canoe and a tree.
Golly. Here's what I want to know. Why do you not know how to swim?
I don't know. I grew up with a pool, and I don't know how to swim. I have no idea. I guess I'm very lazy. I can float on my back. That's about it. Shut up.
You paid a lot of money for some flotation devices.
I did.
Yeah, you didn't have to worry about going down.
These things are not life preservers. It'd be cool if they were, but they're not life preservers.
Yeah, just pump them up.
Yeah.
Chest just float to the top.
Pull a cord.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
So that was my weekend.
It's amazing. I'm sorry that it wasn't as pleasant as you hoped.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. I'm sorry about all those single dudes at the campsite I was lured to going to that were not there.
Look at all the stories that you've got now.
Yeah, you got some stories.
You do, and you got a new friend. She's texts you all the time.
She was the weird one there, okay? She was the weird ones always find me. It doesn't matter.
Guys or girls,
they find me. So she texted me today, and she was like, did you guys make it back home? And I'm like, oh, God, I shouldn't have given this lady my number. And I'm like,
you have to answer.
Well, I did. Don't ask why. And I was like, yes, we made it home. And she was like, I got kicked out of the group. And I was like, okay. And I sat there for about 20 minutes. I'm like, I need to end this conversation right now. But then my curiosity got the better of me. I was like, I have to know why she got kicked out of the lesbian camp group. Like, I have to know, what did she do? So I text her back and I'm like, what happened? And she was like, oh, I shared a video of me and my dog. That's it. That's all she said. Didn't say anything else. So I have no idea what is in that video. But we can only assume. Yeah.
You did not inquire any further?
No, I was scared. I was very scared. I ended the conversation right
Kristen,
there.
you understand that we have a podcast where we talk about random shit.
Yeah.
We need those stories.
Okay, well, I will text her this evening for you.
We need that information.
I'll find out.
That's a to be continued.
I'll find out what video of her and her dog made her get kicked out of the lesbian camp group.
Just say, like, you were just walking your dog and you made a cute video and they kicked you out over that? I'm sure that it's more than that.
It has to be.
You don't want to just go, why would you post a video of your dog licking peanut butter off your hoo-ha? Or whatever the fuck. I don't know what she's doing.
Wherever our imagination can go.
Yeah. And I just always assume peanut butter, just what guys talk about.
Yeah.
Dogs like peanut butter.
They do.
Apparently. I don't know. I've never put peanut butter on anything of mine.
So you don't have any first-hand knowledge of this?
I do not.
Well, neither do I.
And excuse me. Okay, so my weekend we were just on the other side of the lake from you.
You were.
Yeah, we were at 10 Killer Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the part of the lake. It's called Chicken Creek.
Never been there.
Which we rented there was a big group of us. We rented a house.
Mm-hmm.
We all stayed there. We cooked out. A buddy of mine brought a boat. Another friend of ours brought his boat. They've got, both of them are big pontoon boats. And then one of my buddies, he used to spend a lot of time up there, so he knows 10 Killer Lake really well. So there's our group of people, which let me think. There was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I think there was 12 or 14 of us all together, split between two boats, so it worked out, big, like I said, those big boats. But anyway, the one buddy of mine that you spend a lot of time up there, he knows that lake, and he knows where what they call Party Cove is.
Yeah.
So day one, we get there Friday, but we get there kind of late Friday, but it's still daylight, so we go ahead and we take the boat out, which at that time only one of the boats is there. I don't know. Both of them were there, but not all of the people were there yet, so we could all fit on one boat. So we just took one boat out. We took it out. We cruised around the lake. He showed us where Party Cove was, which nothing's going on Friday night. And we just kind of had fun. We swam for a little bit, drank too much, went back to the house, cooked supper.
Yeah.
I don't remember if we cooked that night. No, I don't think we did. I think we went and got something to eat. Oh yeah, we did. We went to a place called it's either called the Deck or the Dock.
They had
Dick. We did not go to the Dick. They had live music playing. Great food. You eat outside. Awesome place. So we ate and hung out. Some of the people showed up as we were there. The rest of our friends, they showed up while we were there, so they just met us at the restaurant. We hang out there. We drank some more. We went back to the house. We drank. We played games. It was a great time. Got up the next day, made breakfast. We all hung out and ate, and then midway through the day, everybody's up, so it's a little vacay. So we're not rushing anybody to get up and ready. So we eat breakfast, and then as everybody gets ready, we're like, all right, you guys ready to go out to the lake? Everybody loads up. And this time we took both barges out, went straight to Party Cove. There was a shitload of other people there. And it's awesome. That's what I like about places like that.
Did you wear a Hawaiian shirt?
I did.
That's what I have it in my head. A Hawaiian shirt, yeah.
I had a Hawaiian shirt and some pineapple swim trunks, and that's how it started. And then I was just down to swim trunks, obviously, because now I'm burnt. But what I like is you just pull in there and you're like, hey, cool. Can we just tie up to y'all?
Yeah.
Boom, just tie up to each other. So now we've got a row of 12 boats that are all tied together and anchored down. Lily pads off of the back of a couple of them. Everybody's floating, drinking. You gotta paddle away. Every once in a while you see somebody paddle away, and then they come back.
Yeah.
Just because they had to go pee.
Yeah.
Because you're out there floating for 8 hours straight drinking beer, but you never see anybody get out to go pee.
Well, no, of course
so
not.
It's got to be going somewhere.
Yeah, I just don't like to be downstream in that situation.
Yeah, well, the water just kind of stands still.
Yeah, well, I guess.
You're saying like it rained on y'all all weekend. It sprinkled on us for about 20 minutes while we were out on the lake. And then, like I said, we stayed out there all day until it was time to go work on supper. Take it in. We go back to the house. We all worked together on making supper. We had steak and grilled chicken and some homemade potato salads. I mean, everybody did a real good job. We got done with that. We played some games. We hung out outside on this place that we rented was really cool. Huge outdoor deck, so we sat out there and we played the adult Jenga. Yeah. Which can get pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
So we played that, and then everybody kind of started passing out. We got up the next day, did the breakfast thing again. Everybody took their time getting up, getting their stuff together. We didn't do breakfast there. We left and went and had breakfast, and then everybody kind of went their separate ways from there. But
so you had a really pleasant, laid-back mini vacation.
Yes.
You weren't struggling for your life.
Right on the other side of the lake from you.
Dragging a kayak along.
We were both up there.
Oh no, we didn't. We didn't communicate.
That's funny.
Didn't communicate this week.
Yeah, you 100%. You could have come over and stayed with us.
Well, my sister probably would have got mad at me, so I couldn't do that.
She could have come. We don't care.
Okay.
We're cool.
I'd like to have a weekend like you had versus, lugging a kayak and a log downstream and upstream and everywhere.
See, and here's what's crazy is like our group of friends are kind of from all over. Like, there's one couple that's from Missouri. They're one of the ones that brought a boat. And then my other buddy who lives right down the road from us here, he brought a boat. We had a couple from Wichita, Kansas. They came down and met us. There was a couple from Oklahoma City, a couple from Yukon. And then I'm drawing blanks now. But anyway, so everybody's from all over. And then we just all come together, and then, okay, now it's time for everybody to go. We all go our separate ways. We're not an hour down the road, and our big group message thing gets fired up about what are we doing next, when are we going to do it, what weekend are we planning.
Oh my gosh.
This time let's go down to Broken Bow. Let's let's do kind of more a little bit, wait until the winter time and get a big cabin down there, and we've already got it's already planned out. Most people have already pitched in. We've got it reserved. We're ready to rock and roll.
Well, that sounds like fun.
We have a really good time, and everything is always super laid back. Everybody does their part. We get up, cook, work together cooking, show off some of our cooking skills and stuff. It's a blast.
Don't have to try to survive in your element, your environment.
Nobody brings their kids.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, nobody's drowning. Like everybody,
that's always a plus.
Everybody in our group can swim. How do you make it this far in life and you don't know how to swim?
I don't know how I have made it this far in life. I still have to go underwater and plug my nose. Like, I still cannot even go underwater without plugging my nose.
Like, even in the bathtub? Like, if you're in the bathtub, you can't dunk yourself underwater without plugging your nose?
No.
What?
It's not often I go underwater in the bathtub anyway, but...
Do you take baths?
I take baths, yeah.
Why wouldn't you put your head underwater?
Well, I don't wash my hair and
There's
face.
There's no R in that word.
Yeah, there is.
There's no R in wash.
I don't wash my hair when I'm in the bathtub. I will wash it in the shower. You know.
So you lay in the bath, relax, and soak, and then you get up. Then you stand up and take a shower.
I shower. Then I rinse the bathtub out. Then I lay and relax and soak.
Why wouldn't you do it the other way around?
Because you get all the dirt off you first in the shower.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, if that's what you want to...
Men don't take baths, they take showers, though.
Right, I'm not going to lie to you. Every once in a while, I'll sit in a hot tub.
Oh, God, yeah, hot tub.
I'll sit in a hot tub because it makes my back feel better. Mm-hmm. The only thing is there, like, we have a regular-sized bathtub.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
like, we don't have an oversized tub. Like, a regular-sized bathtub is probably whirlpool-sized to you.
Yeah.
A regular-sized bathtub to me is my knees are out of the water.
It's like dollhouse furniture.
Yeah. The water only doesn't even come up to my nipples. My dink floats to the top.
Yeah.
So just like a what's those things? A periscope on a submarine. It just pokes up out of the water. I'm like, yeah, that guy's cold. Obviously, it's not very deep water.
No.
If I'm periscoping to the top. Hey, let's keep the conversation on genitalia.
Okay.
Let's discuss personal grooming.
Okay.
Are you a wax? Well, first, I mean, are you 1970s all natural?
I am not.
Are you a shaver or a waxer?
I am a shaver. I am not a waxer.
Have you ever waxed?
I have waxed, different parts of my body. I don't care for it. Mm-hmm. I've never had a positive experience with it. A lot of people do, though.
Have you waxed your hoo-hoo?
I have waxed in
like a bikini wax?
Yeah.
You have done that?
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, I don't want to ever again.
I'm terrified of that.
I'm
This
fine.
sounds, and I don't. Oh, yeah, it's scary.
I'm fine with shaving.
Yeah. My wife last year got me probably one of the greatest gifts I've ever got. She bought me one of those lawnmower 3.0 from Manscaped, the company.
Yeah.
It's just clippers, but they're very close teeth, so that there's very little chance of nicking skin or anything. It is amazing. It's got a little headlight on it, so you can see.
I need to get one.
The bad thing is, and I know that y'all have this problem as well, but when you're shaving or trimming or whatever it is that you're doing, there are places that you're just flying blind.
Oh yeah,
like definitely. You can't see it, so you're just like.
You're like Stevie Wonder with that razor.
You're just down there with the razor going, hoping for the best, That's so scary.
It is scary.
And so then we have the debate of, well, it's worse for guys, and she says, no, it's worse for girls. I really feel like, I don't envy girls when it comes to taking care of that thing down there, okay? But there's a lot of extra on the outside for us that can be nicked and cut and
just even thinking about that.
Yeah, and I just feel like that for girls, for the most part, you can just pull one side and get it, pull the other side and get it seems in my mind.
Seems in your mind
that it would be easier for y'all than it is for us, but she tells me I'm stupid.
Yeah, it's not that simple, Matt.
Yeah.
It's not that simple.
Well, I mean, I know I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm just saying that if we're comparing the two, I think y'all have got an easier canvas to work with when it comes to a razor.
I don't know about that. I don't own a penis, so I wouldn't be able to say.
Well, mine's just on loan. I don't think that I own it either. But
oh, yours is just on loan?
Yeah.
I wish someone would give me one on loan.
But yeah. I used to do a bit all the time, and I said that the reason I manscaped is because it was an optical illusion. Mm-hmm. If you take all the hair away, it makes the penis actually look bigger.
Really?
Yeah. But if you completely shave it, then now it looks like a child's area with with a large penis. It's like, oh, okay, well that don't look right either. So I'm a trimmer. I don't like to go full shave. Multiple reasons. I'm too lazy to do it daily, or even every 2 days, which means that I wind up with the pricklies.
Oh, I hate those.
And it is ridiculous when you're walking.
Yeah.
I hate it. So I'm
ingrown hairs and everything that comes with shaving.
Yeah, I'm just a trimmer. I'm a lawnmower 3.0 is the machinery I use that has a headlight on it, and I go down as far as that thing will go, and that's it.
Then you're done.
That's it.
You've done your part.
I'm not. Every once in a while I'll get a wild hair, and I'll try to shave a little Hitler mustache over the top of it or something, just to come out and surprise her. And she just laughs at me and tells me I'm stupid. So it doesn't really work out the way I always plan on it.
No vanilla ice designs.
No. I'm not creative enough for that. Not creative enough. Plus, you ever try to shave a design upside down?
Not into pubic hair.
Yeah, I mean, because you're looking at it, you're upside down when you're looking at it. So your design would be
backwards. You could be looking
upside down or backwards,
I suppose.
Yeah, you could just tell her, say, if you'll stand on your head, this looks like something.
Yeah.
But right side up, I can see how you're not seeing the heart that I just carved into this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's all I had on genitalia. Yeah. You got anything? You got anything on that area?
No, I don't have anything in that area.
No?
No, I did go on a date this weekend. This week.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
I know. Well, no, Thursday. Last Thursday, I squeezed one in before I went to Tahlequah. So.
I think squeezed one in is probably the wrong term.
Well,
but go ahead.
Squeezed a date in. I don't know. He was a pleasant guy. He's a firefighter, so I think he's an asshole, probably.
You just think all firefighters are?
Firefighters what you were looking for. I know they are. That's what I was looking for. But then I realized they're all assholes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I would love for one to come prove me wrong. But
so you said that he was pleasant.
He was pleasant.
But he was an asshole.
Well, he wasn't an asshole. Okay, so I've got some type of let's say some intuitive knowledge when it comes to yeah, we'll just stop right there.
Are we going to stop right there?
Stop right there. I have a date with the one-legged cowboy this next weekend.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I need to.
The shit that comes out of your mouth when we're talking about your dating life, you have to be making some of this up.
I'm not making it up. I wish I was,
Matt. This is the second one-legged guy.
No, it's the same one.
Oh.
It's the same one.
Okay.
I have a second date with
nothing
the
one-legged guy.
Yeah, of course.
It's just a random thing for somebody to say. And then to hear him say it twice.
Yeah, well, I never had a second date with him. And now that I'm a little further down the line and I don't really feel I have options, I'm going to have a second date with him.
Yeah.
Why not?
You ain't got to worry about him ever turning into an abusive guy. You can just push him over.
Oh, my God, I know. Yeah.
It's a fucked up thing to say. I apologize. I'm sorry.
As of right now, that's the only dates I have scheduled. I'm working on it, though.
I want to know more about the firefighter date.
The firefighter? He was just a normal run-of-the-mill guy, but he was a firefighter. He thinks a lot of he probably thinks a lot of himself. That's what I'll just say.
Wait. He probably?
Well,
did he do or say anything that 100% clarifies that he's an arrogant asshole or a narcissistic person?
Let me tell you something.
Okay, I'm ready.
Don't judge me.
No, I'm going to.
His penis is bigger than this water bottle. What? What are you looking at me like that for?
So at the beginning of this conversation, when you said I squeezed one in, we were not just talking about a date.
No. I have been on a couple dates with this guy, so this is not like the first time, that I've ever been out with him.
Are we talking about the firefighter?
The firefighter, yeah.
Okay.
Are you confused? You look confused.
Yeah, once you started naming because why have I not heard of the firefighter before?
I don't know. Apparently, he didn't leave an impression upon me until recently.
That's an impression, all right.
It's an impression. Oh yeah.
But now you're not interested because you think that he's.
It's not that I'm not interested. I'm just pretty sure he's. Dudes with big dicks are like literally dicks.
There's no way that's You cannot judge people
by their dick size. Oh, yes, you can.
You can't judge. That would be like me saying, you've got blonde hair and big boobs. You're just a stuck-up witch, and just walking away and just saying, well, that's the way all blonde-headed girls with big boobs are.
Well, they might be.
Are you?
No, I'm not.
Well, then see,
Hey, though, I have done enough field research to prove my point.
That big wieners equals asshole.
Yeah. I've never met a nice guy.
Okay, what is
that's very well endowed. Because they know they have something that everybody wants.
What is what size do they go from being a nice guy to being an asshole?
Ooh, my goodness. That's a tough one there. I don't know, because I'm never looking for the nice guys.
You're the field research officer on this. You have to, you're where we're getting this information from.
I'm never looking for the nice guys, so I don't know.
You're never looking for the nice guy?
I'm never looking for the nice guy. The universe just is like, you shall never have a relationship, but here's a bunch of huge penises. I'm just like, okay.
Okay, I guess
I'll take it.
Big wieners. I'm disappointed, Kristen.
What are you disappointed in?
I'm disappointed that you bulk judge people. I'm not disappointed that you judge people. I judge the shit out of people. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I'm disappointed that you don't judge them individually. So I
have judged each of these men individually until
throwing a loop and going, all these guys over here with big penises, assholes. I don't even know their names. I just know they're assholes.
But I judged them all individually first, okay? And then it just also happened that, hey, there's something in common here with all these guys. What is it?
See, I can see that they might be, they might be confident. They could be maybe even a little bit arrogant.
Yeah.
But to say that they're all assholes, I can't accept it.
No, you have to. Just take my word for it. Unless you're going to go out there and get some field research.
No need. Okay. All right. Well, if that's what you're sticking with, that's the information that we're going to pass on to our viewers, is if you know somebody with a large penis, stop being friends with them. They're assholes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to stop being friends with them, but obviously nothing else is going to come of that. That's all I'm saying.
So you're telling me that there's no large penis dude out there that is living a fulfilled, happy, married life?
At this point, I would find it hard to believe. I would really find it hard to believe. Do men with large penises ever get married?
Surely.
They're all single till they're like 50.
No.
Nope. Who do you know with a large penis?
I've met some in the day.
What are you doing?
This microphone, I got a new phone, and now it's one of those. It recognizes your face, but when there's a microphone between me and it wouldn't. It wouldn't open, so I didn't know what was going on. Yeah, I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to accept it. I know of at least one large penis person who is in a long-standing happy relationship.
Does he have one leg?
No.
Is he blind?
No.
Is he bald?
Not completely. Anyway, what's next? Reba
McEntire, dude. That's what's next. I was listening to her on the way here, trying to make sure I could still do a good Reba McEntire impression.
That's what weed'll do to you.
Yeah. And I was looking at her picture while I was driving. Probably shouldn't be doing that. But she looks like, when she's, like, her younger career, she reminds me of Miss Piggy. I'm not saying she's fat or anything, because she's really super skinny. There's just something about her face that reminds me of Miss Piggy. I don't know what it is. It's her nose.
I don't know. I've never...
But if you pulled up a picture of her now, you can't judge from that picture, because she's probably had a nose job.
Well, we can look up...
90s Reba McEntire.
Yeah.
Oops. She was an Oklahoma country artist.
Yeah, for sure.
We had Reba McEntire, Toby Keith, Garth Brooks, who is the king of country. I don't care what anyone says. It's not George Strait.
What'd you say? Garth Brooks is?
Yes, Garth Brooks is the king of country. Does she not look like Miss Piggy to you?
No.
No. She looks like Miss Piggy.
Here?
Yeah.
What's this?
Go over there. Right. Second picture.
This one?
Yes.
You think that she looks like Miss Piggy right there?
What do you think she looks like right there? Do you think she looks human?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's human.
Okay. I do like Reba McEntire. High thoughts is all. So between Garth and between George Strait, who is the king of country in your book?
Well, you've got.
Just put red hair on Miss Piggy.
There's a side by side. They do not resemble each other.
Look at that.
At all.
She reminds me of Miss Piggy. Go to the 80s Miss Piggy too, because you're in the 2000s Miss Piggy. I know I'm not the only one that sees this. It can't be.
Okay. There. That's 90s Miss Piggy.
I see
Look,
it.
there's even Miss Piggy in a pink cowboy hat.
It reminds me of Reba McEntire. It's her smile. It's her puppety smile, maybe.
Puppety smile.
I just made up a word. Puppety.
Okay, so the question was Garth Brooks
and George
Strait,
yeah.
King of Country. Garth Brooks sold more than any other musical artist in the history of the world, including the Beatles and Elvis.
Yes.
It's hard to deny that number.
It is.
George Strait had so many number one hits. It's hard to deny that number.
Garth Brooks, though, to see him move around, all the stuff he does at his age, I would be worn out at my age if I did.
100%. Entertainer?
Yeah.
Nobody compares to Garth Brooks. Nobody compares to Garth Brooks, except for Chris Ledoux, which Garth Brooks credits Chris Ledoux for teaching him how to put on a show.
Yeah.
George Strait, I never went to a George Strait concert. I never had any interest in going to see George.
Yeah,
I love George Strait. George Strait is one of the greatest of all time. But I'm not going to pay that much money to go and watch that dude sit on a bar stool and strum his guitar.
Absolutely not. At this point,
happening.
And it's just somebody's grandpa. I don't know.
Yeah. And there's still, you're right, at this point, he's somebody's grandpa, and there are still teenage girls throwing their underwear at him on stage.
Really?
Yes.
See,
yes.
Garth Brooks is never going to be just somebody's grandpa in my mind. Never, ever, ever, ever.
I never saw, like I said, I'm a huge George Strait fan. I love George Strait. He's one of the greatest of all time. He's got so many number ones. He does not have one bad song. Even the songs that were not number ones, he does not have one bad song.
True.
But I had never, not one time, any interest in going to see him live.
No. In Garth Brooks, he did have that whole Chris Gaines phase, which was strange.
Which started out to be for a movie.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it started out to be for a movie. Then the movie got canceled, and they decided to go ahead and see what they could do with it.
What was the movie about?
I'm not sure. It never got made.
Oh, okay.
Never got made. I don't know if it got canceled or if the budget got cut or what. I don't remember, but I do remember that it was for a movie, and then something happened and it never got made. And then they just decided to see what they could do with the whole Chris Gaines thing, which was weird and silly. And but at the same time, obviously, if you are a huge country fan, you are not a fan of Chris Gaines.
No.
But if you're a big music fan and you're a fan of a person's musical talents and abilities, it was really impressive to see somebody turn off one genre and turn on another genre.
Now that was impressive. That really was truly impressive.
That's awesome. I'll tell you the most impressive thing to me is once a guy makes it, once guy, girl, whatever, once they've made it, and they're big time now, they're not even singing their own songs. I like up and coming artists.
Yeah, I do too.
Because not only are they performing it, most of them are booking their own shows, they're hustling, they also wrote the song.
The heart is there, the passion's
that's
there.
That's their song.
Theirs.
You know, that's, people talk about, originally, the song Chicken Fry by Zac Brown Band.
Yeah.
That was originally offered to Alan Jackson.
I can hear Alan Jackson doing that.
And Alan Jackson turned it down because he had just come out with the song, and now I can't remember what the name of it is. Where he's talking about cornbread and biscuits.
Yes.
He said, well, I just did that song. I don't know that it'd be a good idea to have 2 songs about food in a row. So he let it go, and then that song turned out to be Zac Brown Band's number 1. That's the one that, like, if you ask somebody about the Zac Brown Band, Chicken Fry is a song they're going to sing. So it's huge for them. But what I don't like, and I'm a huge Alan Jackson fan also, people just bring them songs.
Yeah.
It's not them. That's what I like about new and up-and-coming artists. What they're singing, that's them. They wrote that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I love that.
You're not getting that from Alan Jackson anymore, Garth Brooks, or, oh my God, Luke Bryan. Who even writes Luke Bryan's songs?
Taylor Swift. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
No.
I definitely don't know that's true.
That's actually probably like a really true thing right there.
Yeah, they're both writing teenage girl songs.
Yes. Oh my God. Luke Bryan in those damn skinny jeans. I just want to punch him in the face.
But if he offered to take you out to dinner,
well, hell, I'd probably go.
Yeah.
I mean, if
you'll go
with a one-legged cowboy, I'll go out with Luke Bryan.
If you'll go out with a big-dicked firefighter, I'm assuming you'll go out with. Who are we talking about again?
Oh, who are we talking?
Luke Bryan. Luke
Bryan.
Yeah.
In his skinny jeans.
Shit, Luke Bryan, take me out. I'll go to dinner with him.
How does he move in those things?
Not quick. Good way to start a friction fire.
He just spontaneously combusts on stage.
Oh my God.
And he's gone.
Oh my God. Could you imagine? That'd be on TMZ. Earlier today, shocking news from the country music world.
Luke Bryan's pants caught fire.
Friction fire. He should have been manscaping with his lawnmower. If he'd have had the bushes trimmed, wouldn't have caught on fire.
Do all country artists now wear skinny jeans? I mean, okay.
No, they don't.
No?
No. Garth Brooks doesn't wear skinny jeans. Alan Jackson doesn't wear skinny jeans.
Oh my God. Garth Brooks wears Levi's now, probably.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you referring to Luke Bryan as a country artist?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was. You see, I work for a country station.
Were you referring to Kane Brown?
Confused.
Were you referring to Kane Brown as a country artist?
Oh, that is one thing that gets me. Kane Brown is an excellent artist. You know, he's great at what he does, but he is not country.
No, but it was huge because he was mixed. And he because he has the ability to sing country music. He sounds awesome.
Yeah. He can.
Kane Brown has got an awesome sound. Like I heard, have you seen the deal where he's singing Forever and Ever Amen? He's singing Randy Travis song, and then they bring Randy Travis in behind him.
I've heard him sing it, but I don't know if I've heard Randy Travis with him. Did he do it with Randy Travis?
Well, have you seen Randy Travis lately?
He was in a wheelchair at one time.
Yeah.
Is he still in a wheelchair?
No. He probably does get around in a wheelchair. But he tries to walk. They do the best they can to let him get around on his own, but he can't. He has very little speech. He can't talk, but he can sing.
What happened to him?
He had a stroke, like a massive stroke.
Oh my God!
Massive. You've seen people, and you've heard like they had a stroke, and now they get a little bit of a sag to one side. He lost everything on one side. There's nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, bad.
Oh
Which you talk about one of the greats.
Yeah. Favorite Randy Travis song? What is it?
Oh gosh, Digging Up Bones, Forever and Ever Amen, Three Wooden Crosses. You can't pick one.
Look Heart, No Hands.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
That is a good one. Yeah.
What country music artist made the biggest impression on you as a child in the 90s?
Probably Garth Brooks.
Probably Garth Brooks.
Yeah. I mean Garth Brooks and George Strait probably. Mm-hmm. Those two. I remember as a kid. Here's what's crazy. I remember a girl that I liked. She was talking about how much she liked George Strait. And I knew a bunch of George Strait songs, but I didn't know any of them word for word.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna learn one of the songs word for word so that I can just sing it while I'm around her. Kind of, I'm trying to set that hook. I was young, and I had the old Walkman. But it was the CD Walkman.
Oh, you had a CD? You were fancy?
I did. Yeah, no.
I had a tape Walkman forever.
I definitely had one of those too. But I wound up with a CD Walkman, and the great thing about that was you could push repeat.
Okay, you weren't having to rewind.
Right.
Stop, rewind. Yeah.
So I put my headphones on, and I played Amarillo by Morning on repeat, and that's what I went to sleep listening to. So that I drilled it into my own head so that I would know every word to that song. And I didn't know it, but that girl's parents were military, and they transferred out 2 days later. Never saw her again. And
you learned that song for nothing.
I'm glad that I learned it. I know every word of it right now.
I can't listen to that song anymore.
Why?
Because they played it so much, my neck is bothering me, on the radio that I just can't anymore. I know every word as well. Don't want to hear it.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I've done that with movies and songs where I've done it to myself, like where I'll wear something out. But in the moment, like while I'm still feeling it, while it's still fresh, while it's still the greatest thing in the world to me, there's no way. You can't wear it out. You can't wear it out. And then all of a sudden one day I wake up and I'm like, Jesus, Matt, is there anything else in your life?
Yeah.
Besides this song? But I'm the same way when there's a song that comes out new on the radio, which obviously doesn't affect people as much as it used to, but it would be, oh my God, after every commercial break, are they going to play this same song?
I know. I work in radio, and it's awful. It's like they have a log, and it's a copy every other hour. Copy. And it's just like, so when I'm at work, I have to turn the board off sometimes.
Here's the top 10 songs.
And we're going to play it forever.
Put them on a loop. I hate that.
Poke your eardrums out.
I hate that.
Yeah, so the 90s in country music was the best era for country music. This new country is a completely different genre. Yeah. Completely different.
Absolutely. And here's what, I used to just be a raging lunatic mad about what people were calling country because I just hated it. I felt like my genre of music was under attack.
Yeah.
It was being stolen from me because Taylor Swift never sang a country song.
And you're right, she didn't. But
Keith Urban has never sang a country song.
Keith Urban is just weird. I don't even know about Keith Urban.
There's all of these guys, and I'm just like, what are you doing here? And that's what I felt like. I felt like you're coming into the country music scene because it's easier for you. Because you can't cut it. You can't cut it in your own genre.
Yeah.
So you're coming over here because country music is made up of nice people and they're giving you a shot, and then you're fucking up our genre.
You remember everybody said that about Shania Twain in the 90s.
Yeah. She had a tough go. She got so criticized. And I think that a big part of it was not only was her music edgy and pop rock more than country, but she was also very pretty.
Yeah, she was one of the most beautiful women in country music.
Yeah, you've got the women who were still prominent in country music. Now they got this young gun coming in who's gorgeous and kind of stepping on their toes and taking their light. Which that's another thing. I'll be real honest. I've never been a huge fan of female vocals.
Okay, I've honestly not really been a huge fan of it either in country music. I don't know why.
Every once in a while, there is a song or a singer that I'm like, wow, she sounds different to me. I can't even think of the girl's Nettles.
Jennifer Nettles?
Jennifer Nettles. Yeah. What was the name of that song that Sugarland had that took over the planet?
I don't know. Are you going to Google it?
Yeah, I'm going to look it up right now.
I have never been.
I guarantee it'll be the first thing that comes up.
A fan of that band, ever.
Sugar Band musical duo.
You have to be specific with Google. What song was it?
Stay. When that song came out, I was like, oh my God. She doesn't sound like anybody else. Mm-hmm. She has her own, and I loved it. Of course, then the radio wore it smooth the hell out.
Yes.
And now, to me, because of the songs that she's not writing for, and I don't know who wrote that song, but the songs that she's not writing for herself, the songs sound like everybody else's songs. Mm-hmm. So now she does sound like everybody else.
Yeah, everybody sounds the same in country music, but I will tell you, okay, Sam Hunt, every song he sings sounds like the previous song he sang, okay?
Yeah.
But have you ever heard Breaking Up Was Easy in the 90s? Mm-hmm. I do like that one. I like that one.
Yeah. It's not that, and there's some songs out there that they're not, I keep feeling like I'm going to sneeze. They're not bad songs. They're not bad singers. They're just not country.
Yeah, they're not country.
Okay, I really am going to sneeze.
Sneeze away for me. Far away.
That thing has been bothering me for 30 minutes.
Really? How can you hold a sneeze for 30 minutes?
They would just tickle and it'll go away. And tickle and go away. Anyway, that's only my problem with them. They're talented. Mm-hmm. The songs are not bad. They're just not country. Yeah. That's always been my issue with them. So, Keith Urban, a talented guitarist.
Mm-hmm. He is a talented guitarist.
Never sang a country song in his life.
Nope.
The song Blue.
I don't ever want to hear that song again.
But it's a good song.
Do you know what a good song is?
Tell me.
I don't know. You remember Gary Allen? Smoke Rings in the Dark.
Yeah, I went and saw Gary Allen just a month and a half ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I went down to Billy Bob's.
That one that, if there was a heartache, it would be you. Mm-hmm. Song. Okay, hands down, one of the best country music songs of the 90s. That one.
Both of them are great songs. Gary Allen had some great songs. I was never a big Gary Allen fan. Mm-hmm. I just, it was something about him. I just didn't much care for him. Then we went and saw him live, like I said, a month and a half, 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan.
Take me the next live concert you go to.
Put on a great show. Stop it! What? I invite you to go places all the time. You don't ever want to go.
Well,
you're always too busy with big dick firemen.
Oh no, I'm not. But I would like to be. Most annoying 90s country song, Matt. I got mine already. What's yours?
Most annoying what?
90s country song. You ready? David Ball, Drinking Problem. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Why do you say that's annoying?
Yeah. It's annoying. Really annoying. What was the most annoying country song to you?
I'm not thinking of it right off the top of my head. I'll tell you something that I don't like. I don't like any song, any genre that all they're doing is saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
That wears me. Like, if you are not clever enough to write more than one fucking line, it's not a song, and you are not a writer.
Some of the Beatles songs are like that.
Hate it. I hate it. I want to destroy the radio in my truck. I want to stab it with a screwdriver when there's a song on that is just them saying the same thing over and over. And I'm like, shut the fuck. Like, go shoot yourself. That's how angry I feel about it. I'm like, why did you get paid? And why is anybody supporting you?
Yeah.
Because surely everybody in the world has got to go, fuck, I could have wrote a better song than that. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to support that asshole.
Okay, well, kids will support anything that they're told to support. So, since we've been talking about 90s country, how about 90s rock? Do me a favor, pull up the words to Bush, okay? Pull up Everything Zen. And I want you to read these lyrics. My 14-year-old self was in love with Gavin Rossdale, and I look back for what reason? Who is that?
It's Tana. We just wound up in the middle of a conference call.
Oh, okay.
It says my camera's. Sorry. Oh, there it is. Hey, we'll have to get back with you. We're still in the middle of recording. Okay.
You guys are doing a great job.
But now you guys also are. Y'all are just guests on the podcast for just a few seconds.
You guys are doing a great job. I just want you to know.
Thank you.
You're a smart ass.
Machine Head by Bush.
Okay.
Or no. Everything's Zen. Everything's Zen. Bush.
All right. Was it just Z-E-N?
Yep.
Everything's Zen.
That'd be
Lyrics. There must be something we can eat. Maybe find another lover. Should I fly to Los Angeles? Find my asshole brother. Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. Dave's on sale again. We kissy kiss in the rear view. We're so bored, you're to blame.
Yes. And my 14-year-old self was in love with that particular album. Why? I guess I didn't even read the lyrics when I was a child.
What the hell?
Yeah, Stone Temple Pilots is the same way. You can look up any Stone Temple Pilots song, and it's pretty much a bunch of weird nonsense too. But I have to hand it to them. Everything did rhyme. So.
Well, congratulations, you passed second grade.
Mm-hmm.
You know what kind of, if I wasn't listening to country, you know what kind of bullshit I listen to?
What?
In the night, because I listen to a lot of, like rock music, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, stuff like we listen to a lot of like pump up music and stuff like that. But other than that, I listen to the Bloodhound Gang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bloodhound Gang.
That music was so hilarious to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Knock Knock Mr. Rogers, the Roof is on Fire song. This CD is shaped like a beer coaster. Like all of that, I was just like, these guys are so dumb. This shit is genius.
Yeah. Well, do you think that right there is so dumb it's genius?
No.
Everything's in?
Well, the only thing I can think, I gotta give them, is they sold it.
Yeah. To every 14-year-old girl everywhere.
They're, I'm
finding anything more intelligent over there in those lyrics?
I'm now reading further down. Okay, let me go ahead.
Just got worse.
Let me go ahead and get to this part. Okay, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
This goes. I'm gonna try not to break my computer.
Okay.
Because this is exactly what the fuck I was talking about. There's no sex in your violence. 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 That was a creative fucking verse.
Oh, very creative. Very creative.
Next verse. Try to see it once my way. Everything's in. Everything's in. I don't think so. Everything's in. Everything's in. I don't think so. Everything's in. Everything's in. What in the fuck? Why did these guys not shoot themselves in the head?
I don't know.
Oh wait, it gets better. Next verse.
Elvis.
I don't believe that Elvis is dead. Yeah, I don't believe Elvis is dead. I don't believe Elvis is dead. Yeah, I don't believe Elvis is dead. Elvis is. There's no sex in your violence. There's no sex in your violence. There's no sex in your violence. Don't give up on me, Kristen. We got one more to go. There's no sex in your violence. What? You've got to be shitting me.
Yeah. That's creativity as its best. $1 million song right there.
Today was a great day. Until I've never heard this song.
Oh, you haven't?
No, and I never will. And if I ever do, I'm going to come to your house and kick you right in the
It's going to be our theme song.
No, it is not.
From now on.
That song will never play on any device of mine. What the hell?
You have to hand it to 90s country music, though. At least the quality of writing was not that. No, it wasn't that. Everything told a story in country music. You remember those days?
There has to have been acid involved in the writing of this song.
You think so?
Something. I hope so.
I
hope that they had an excuse for writing that, other than that's the best we could come up with. I hope that their excuse was
He's passionate about this.
We ate bath salts and we're fucking poisonous toads, and it made us hallucinate, and that's how we came up with that. I really hope that it wasn't just, no, bro, we thought that was good. Because if that's the case, you still have time. It's not too late.
Make it right, Bush. Make it
Shoot
right.
yourself.
Make it right.
Stupid.
And we'll never know the story behind that song because VH1 Behind the Story is no longer around. Do you remember that? VH1 Behind the Story.
Yes, and I think that there needs to be a reboot of that show just for that song, and then shut the shit down. Shut it back down.
You gotta have an interesting
Are those
story.
guys still alive? All of them?
Well, yeah. Gavin Rossdale is Gwen Stefani's ex-husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Who's now married to Blake Shelton.
Yeah, and she just married like one of the biggest country stars in the world, which he might have just shot himself.
No,
she
he's
left
still
me.
around.
She left me for a country guy.
He cheated on her with the nanny. So she somehow.
Damn, what the nanny look like?
I don't know what the nanny looked like. I don't know.
Here's something though. I don't care who the guy is. I don't care who the girl is. At some point in time, given the opportunity, people will make bad decisions, and it doesn't.
They do.
And I'm not saying guys. I'm not saying girls. Everybody.
Yeah.
In the right circumstance, or given the rights, or really given the wrong circumstances, after a certain amount of time, or whatever the case may be, if you give people the opportunity enough times, they will make bad decisions.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He could have been sitting at home playing video games all day, and she was a multi-millionaire that paid for everything he wanted, and was drop dead gorgeous and fantastic in bed. But one day while she was gone to work, making that money, another girl came in that was half as good looking and half as good in bed and had zero money to offer. He's still gonna fuck her.
Yeah, true.
And vice versa.
My ex-husband knows all about that.
And vice versa. I'm not saying that it's just guys that make those bad decisions. Girls do it as well.
My ex-husband is currently going to Colorado with his bad decision, so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We're going on a family vacation. We've been divorced, not that very long, so.
With your daughter?
I believe so.
You've not been informed?
Well, I was informed, but they're trying to keep it from me that she is going with him. That the girlfriend is going.
Well, I mean, you can say no.
I can, but I'm not going to be that way. Because I'm actually not a bitch. Although I would love to be.
That's good. I don't know. I know probably more than most when it comes to your situation.
Yes, you do.
And even I still don't know everything. But here's one thing I will say. I'm really glad. I'm really disappointed in him. I'm not talking shit. I'm disappointed in him because I still feel like he's going to try to use a child as a tool to win.
And he has.
I am really proud of you for not allowing, because you could.
I could.
And win.
Yeah, I know.
I'm really proud of you for not putting her in that situation.
Yeah.
It happens way too often that in divorce situations, people try to use kids as leverage or an ultimatum, and it's not fair.
No,
it's not fair to the kid.
It's not fair. It's not fair to anybody.
So, like I said, I'm disappointed in him, and I'm really proud of you.
Well, thank you.
You bet. I know that my approval is what you seek the most.
It is what I seek the most.
So there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
If there's any big dick firefighters out there, I will, I'd like to seek their approval too. So.
They're gonna be assholes. You already said so. You already said so. Every dude with a large.
I don't learn.
Every dude with a large penis.
I don't learn.
You're just automatically an asshole. Those are her words, not mine. I 100% disagree. I can see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see where you're coming from, but I disagree that it's automatically accurate.
Well, okay. I will update you next week.
Also, I guess it depends on, like, is this considered a large penis?
What?
No? Okay.
Just reporter, come get your penis back.
I'm out of the category then, I guess.
That was his penis.
Shut up. Stop it.
Is the truth. Truth hurts sometimes.
Hey guys, again, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you'll get notifications anytime we upload anything new. Follow us on Facebook at Cheaper Than Therapy. It's a great time. We share segments of our podcast on our Facebook page. And also sometimes we post funny stuff on there. By we, I mean me, because Kristen doesn't do anything when it comes to Facebook other than use it to stalk people or to research new boyfriends.
Oh, no. They research me on Facebook. I don't research them on Facebook. I am not the creep sending people waves, you know.
But what's creepy about somebody sending you a wave?
I think that's weird. Like, what do you want from me? Why can't you just say hi? But
it was like, hey.
Yeah, then there's the dudes that, you know, completely skip all that and they're sending their dick pics, you know.
I said I was sorry. No. Anyway, so, episode 5.
Episode 5.
In the books.
In the books.
Kristen had a bad weekend. I had a great weekend.
Yeah.
You had potential for a good weekend. You had potential for good contacts. You know?
Yeah.
We learned that you need to learn how to fucking swim.
Yeah.
I guess you already knew that.
No,
I'm just now learning that you need to learn how to swim. I'm about to go fill the bathtub up. I'll just hold my hands under her belly and let her kick and paddle. We're gonna work on it, but we're doing the bathtub so that way she don't get over her head. Anyway, that's it.
That's all we got for you.
That's it. It's episode 5. Like, share, subscribe. Again, we thank you for your support, and also on YouTube it is still on the Fat Merrill channel, and then on Facebook it's the Cheaper Than Therapy Facebook page. Go over there, like, share, invite your friends. It's going to be a good time.
It is. And let us know if there's a subject you want us to discuss. We would be more than happy to discuss it. You've got an interesting topic for us, send it our way.
100% we will discuss it. And still, we are not hiring for porn.
Not yet. We might get a little desperate and more broke, but as of right now, we're
fixing to be doing some research.
Yeah.
Anyway. Alright, so I'm Matt Farrell.
I'm Kristen Rochelle.
This has been Cheaper Than Therapy. Thanks, guys.